What's going on, people? Welcome to another watch along. I'm Diyar. I'm joined by Hambo here to run you through Palace's game against Sheffield United in the league. Hopefully, this doesn't go south, but knowing Palace, God knows where we'll end up after 90 minutes. But Hambo, thank you once again for joining me. I thank you to everyone who's joined us today, who's going to be joining us as well. If you're watching this on replay, I don't know why you'd be watching this on replay, the Palace Sheffield United watch along. But if you are, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And even if you're here watching it live, subscribe as well. Close this door. How you doing? Big up, man, like Neil Shipley. Yeah, well, Hambo, look, let's talk about the lineup. Not Neil Shipley. So as you can see, there's a couple changes there, and looking at the midfield and attack, it's pretty strong. I mean, this is probably one of our strongest attacking lineups that we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, the trouble I have immediately with it, Diyar, is the removal of Gyro Redeval for Jeffrey Schlupp. He was screaming out for Schlupp to come in and maybe play left-hand side, and Townsend hasn't pulled up any trees recently, so I saw him as kind of, and to take Gyro out the side, I'm once again sitting here thinking, what has Gyro done to be dropped?
Has he been good though? Sense to me lately. Has he been good? Because there's been talks about Gyro not being that on form recently, and maybe he should get dropped. Personally, I don't mind it. Look, I would love Gyro to start week in, week out, but we've got the players to go and rotate a bit. I don't mind if someone else comes in midfield and they get a chance, and then Gyro has to up his game even more. I think it's healthy competition. When you're looking at it, it's not like we've changed Gyro and gone more defensive. It's quite the opposite, I think. We've gone more attacking. Jeff Schlupp in midfield, there's debates about that, but he can provide that attack in midfield.
Oh, I'm expecting Schlupp to play wide left and Eze to play central, and I'll be happy with that. But we'll have to see how we line up, whether we actually go with a 5 and we have Zaha out wide left, which is a possibility, isn't it? But against Sheffield United, who are obviously an already relegated side, I'll be very disappointed if it isn't, a much more, as you say, attacking lineup. Let's get a win. It gives us mathematical safety. Not that there's much of a danger of relegation as it is, but let's face it, we're not going to pick up many more points this season. The way we've been playing, the fixtures we've got left, Newcastle jumped ahead of us the other night, and yes, we got games in hand, but we've been really poor for quite some time. So we've got to finish the season with some kind of momentum. Whether Roy's hanging about, whether some of the players will be leaving, it's irrelevant, really. We've got to try and generate some momentum. And look at the excitement around the under-23s and the under-18s at the moment. 23s making the playoffs. The under-18s won 7-1 against West Brom today. That kind of stuff. That's the inspiring stuff, isn't it? So, I
think that's a mad thing about it today. Like, going on social media, looking at what people are saying, no one's even talking about the first team. Everyone's looking at the under-18s. Everyone's looking at Fulham under-18s. Everyone's looking at Palace under-18s. And it pretty much sums up what's going on at the club right now. But I feel like this lineup could provide us with some excitement. But I think the most important thing is intent. Like, what are we going to do with these group of players? Because if we go and sit back against Sheffield United, I feel like I'll probably lose my mind and probably quit this watch along after 45 minutes. But hopefully we don't get there. But I think that's the most important thing. Mitchell, quickly, shout out to him. Because Roy's been talking about him. You've seen, I've been calling for him for like the longest time. Just start him over PVA. And finally, he's got his lineup, he's got his place there in the lineup. What do you think he needs to do till the end of the season? Do you think it's just more of like a development issue where he just gets more experience playing time, or do you want to see a couple of things of his game maybe improving? People talk about him attacking sense. I personally feel like he's still a good attacking left back. What do you think needs? What do you think should be his focus till the end of the season?
What, Mitchell's focus?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Personal development.
I mean, we talk about development to a point, right? Gareth has said in the chat there, stay fit, and that to a degree that's true, because the problem with it is, Diyar, if we were talking about Mitchell the way Roy sees Mitchell, you're absolutely right. It should be focus on that development, focus on the opportunities he gets, play as well as he can possibly do, and try and stay in the team. But to me, he's already proven every time he's played that he should be in the team week in, week out. There's no reason for him to think anything else other than to be kicking on and becoming a better player. He's already good enough to be first choice left back. But how good can he be? Can he look at what Wan-Bissaka did in a Palace shirt? Come in, establish himself, and then kick on to that next level and earn that big move, didn't he? And whether Tyreek is interested in that big move now or not for me to say. And I think it'd be a big loss. But there were rumours already of people like Spurs looking at him throughout the course of the season, and so ignore the cat in the background, and and then, but that it's a really weird one to talk about because from Roy's perspective, he's still looking at him like he's this young kid who should be appreciative of the time that he gets in the team, and I'm just not on that page.
I don't think anyone is. Shout out to Gareth, shout out to Carl, LT, Luke, Close the Door, Monty. Thanks to everyone who's joined us and everyone who's been joining us right now. Let us know your score prediction, guys. We'll be talking about that in just a second. But another lineup, another person in the lineup that I want to quickly mention is Benteke. Not that many people are upset about it, but people are saying, if we're changing about, if we're putting Andros ahead of IU, if we're putting, Schlupp back in the lineup, then why not give JP more of a chance? Do you agree?
Yeah, it seems insane, doesn't it? I mean, you're immediately drawn to the kind of idea that maybe the loan agreement to sign Mateta after a certain number of games is coming into play here. But it's just Roy, isn't it? It's Roy all over.
No, but that's just why would we do that? I don't get it.
I don't think we have. That's where people's minds tend to go. But for me, it is just simply, how many times, other than when we've desperately needed a player to fill a spot, when we bring a player in as competition, Roy doesn't use them, does he? He keeps with the established players. He'll throw them an opportunity, and no matter how they do, they'll still come back out of their side. Mateta comes in, scores a great goal against Brighton. Yeah, he's still got a lot of work to do in terms of the pace of the Premier League, to be involved in games more. But because of where Roy's mind is, he goes to those established players. So absolutely, Mateta should be starting today. We've got no guarantee that Benteke is going to sign a new contract, assuming we offer him one. So we're talking about a player. We want to know, do we want to keep this player? Do we want to sign him? How good can he be at Premier League level as he gets more and more game time? So how can we possibly know how good Mateta is going to be if Roy won't use him? And it's happened time and time again with players that we've brought in. And I'll pick this out. On Twitter a few weeks back, there was a discussion going on where Steve Parish had been atted in the exchange, where they were talking about the likes of when they picked out Camarasa in particular. And someone was making the point, those players have left Palace and not played regularly for other sides. And then someone chimed in with a comment that said how much of that has got to do with the fact that Roy destroyed their confidence and never gave them any game time, and now they're struggling to get back. And Steve Parish actually liked that tweet. I don't know if he meant to, but he did.
You're probably going to use that excuse like he was scrolling and he just accidentally hit the like button. But we all know how you're thinking, Parish. I don't know how I was thinking, to be fair, because if I was Parish, I guess because I'm not thinking about the financial terms, Roy would not be at this club right now. But I guess it's a bit more than that. Gion, how do you pronounce that? I ask this every week. How do you pronounce that name, Hambo?
Which name?
Is it Gion?
Oh yeah, I'd say it's either Gion or Gioni.
Okay, so I'm not far off.
Gion/Gioni.
Yeah. What's up? Thanks for joining us. Gareth, talk of Benteke going to Fenerbahce on a free at the end of the season. We'll quickly mention that, but if you're watching on Facebook and Twitter, head over to our YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, you're already legends, you're already here, so you don't have to go anywhere for the watch along of the game, as we'll only be live on our YouTube channel, Back of the Net. Search for it, and you can join us. Benteke going to Fenerbahce, I think that could happen. I really do think that could happen. PVA seems like he's going to Galatasaray, which I'm so excited about. Hopefully that does happen. He actually followed them on social media. I don't know if you saw that on Instagram. Yeah. You follow them. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Benteke. But would he be opposed to that if he was to go?
I'd like him to stay around another year under a manager who might actually get some players to put some crosses in for him and see how he does. But if he goes, he goes. We'll replace him. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. But Diyar, you're celebrating Van Aanholt to Galatasaray potentially because you hate them, and it's because you're a big fan of Fenerbahce. So how do you feel about Benteke going there?
I think Benteke would do well there. I think Fenerbahce's got something going on there. You've got Ozil there. And we saw it in the Turkish league with Sörloth. I mean, your career can change if you go to that league. But this is the thing. I don't want to talk about the future when I don't know who's going to be at the club. Like, not even in terms of players, in terms of manager. Who is going to be here? Look, I would like Benteke to say if it's Sean Dyche, because I think that makes sense. But if it's Eddie Howe, is there much of it. I'm not too sure. And that cat is going crazy as well. And I think it agrees with me. He's just so wild about the statement about Benteke. It's not easy, you know. It's not easy. Just like that cat there, he seemed like he's lost. I don't know what's going on. But
well, Bruce the cat is a massive fan of Benteke, and he does not want to see him go to Fenerbahce. You can tell. Look at that face behind me.
All right, cool. Score predictions. Send in your score predictions. I'm going to read them out. If you're on Facebook and Twitter, head over to our YouTube channel. We're only live on YouTube right now. So yeah, Hambo, what's your score prediction for the game?
I've got to go 2-0 Palace. You know, and if it isn't, I'll be genuinely furious because this is a relegated side. They've been poor all season. There's no pressure on us at all. You know, we've just got to play our game and back ourselves, be confident, and we should win this at a canter. So I'm expecting something to cheer about today to scare Bruce, and I'm just, you know, anything less is unacceptable.
Yeah, I don't like this referee already. He looks a bit dodgy for my liking. Who is this? He looks like a novice.
Are you saying he looks a bit dodgy because he's a bit chubby?
No.
Little fat thing. Little fat shame.
I didn't even say that. Simon Hooper. Yeah, Chris is saying 2-1 Palace. Daniel's saying 3-0 Palace. J1 saying 1-0 Palace. I think this is the most optimistic chat we've had in a while. Fahima saying 3-1. Gareth saying Simon Hooper. Yeah, Simon Hooper. Yeah, let's see. I'm going for, what do you say, Amber?
I said 2-0.
All right. I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to say 2 shots on target in the first half and 2 shots on target in the second half. In scoreline, I'm going 1-0.
Okay.
1-0
Diyar, I don't think I can pause today because I'm watching it at my girlfriend's house. So I'm watching it on.
1 minute are you on? I'm going to try to find
34 seconds, 35 seconds. So we've kicked off, and Eze is playing in central midfield. So Jeffrey Schlupp has started on the left-hand side. Well, actually, no, Wilf's on the left. So it looks like a 3-man midfield.
We scored! What?
Have we?
Yeah, we scored. Oh,
well,
I don't know what's going on. We've literally scored. I've just literally turned it on and we've scored. It's Benteke.
Oh, you're ahead of me. Okay, I'm going to watch it live. Here goes Eze.
Christian Benteke. I don't know what happened. He celebrated. He scored, and it's him. It's clearly him.
Oh, there it goes.
On him. So I mean, here we go. Eze running down, lovely. Just literally slides past the Sheffield United player. Nice ball to Benteke. Easy goal. I mean, the goalkeeper should have done better, but 1-0 Palace. What the
Diyar, how are you ahead of me?
Huh?
How are you ahead of me? What's happened here?
I don't know. I feel like I've hacked the Matrix. And
Can you pause?
I can't. What minute are you on?
1:33. 1:34.
All right, I'm in 2 minutes. Let me know when you're 2 minutes. It's 1-0 Palace. I don't know how it's happened. It was 1-0 Palace. Benteke scored from an Eze assist.
Do you see the deflection? So as he's hit it, it's just clipped the defender and gone over the keeper. Wasn't the best of finishes, Diyar, but you know when you're.
It wasn't, but I'll take it. 1-0 Palace.
What we got to talk about there? What we got to talk about there is. Oh, hold on one sec.
Oh, let me know when you're
2 minutes. Sorry.
Okay. You've gone past it, haven't you?
2 seconds.
All right, cool. Just hold your reaction for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. What was you going to say?
Eze playing centrally, middle of the pitch, running through the middle of the pitch.
Exactly, running like there's no one there. That's him. He is that creative player. Let's go, though. Let's go. Come on. 1-0 Palace. And
Gioni, who hopefully will clarify. It's 7 for Benteke this season, which is incredible when you consider that's more than the last 3 combined.
And the fact that he's a defensive striker.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's quite impressive. And that's what I mean. Under a different manager, he's still got it in him. He's not finished. He had a spell where he didn't have that much confidence, but he's back at it now. Oh my days. My stream is literally having a fit. But anyways, we'll forget about that.
All right, you can just refresh and stuff whenever you like. But
that's fine. Gareth said Roy's playing 4-3-3. I'll be honest, I haven't had the time to even look at it. I think it's a 4-3-3, but everything's happened so quickly. Yeah, well,
it definitely is it's going to be a 4-5-1 out of possession, but definitely a 4-3-3 when we've got the ball, which means Wilf is pushing up as a forward. Again, it's against a team that are struggling. Here's Andros picking the ball up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's had a shot. And he probably should have passed, but I'm
going to try switch it up. Hold up. Yeah, that was a poor shot from Andros, but it does seem like we are playing 4-3-3. Hopefully, that is the case. Better than a 4-4-2. I dislike that formation under Roy. It just doesn't work. It might work for Wilf. I guess he scored goals, but it's just we've got creative players for that.
Well, if you, I mean, again, Diyar, if you look at the midfield here, basically the setup is Jeffrey Schlupp and Eberechi Eze alongside each other with Milivojevic is sitting deep and screening. Now he's currently, as I was saying, that gone beyond the two just to try and disprove me. But that's the setup when we haven't got the ball. Wilf seems to be getting a lot of joy out on this left-hand side. I think, is that corner for Palace? I think it is. So
what minute are you on?
4:22 now.
Okay, jeez. Yeah, how was you behind me and then managed to skip ahead?
I don't know. Science.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause for you at 5 minutes.
Okay.
Let me know when you're at 5. Hopefully, it doesn't.
Will do.
Yeah, what a start. Oliver saying as well. What a start for Palace. I don't know what happened, but I was trying to sync up with Hambo, and I just look at the screen and Benteke's got it. Come on.
Okay, Diyar. 56, 57, 58, 59, 5 minutes.
All right, cool. We're synced now. We're synced.
Hooray.
Yeah, Eze did really well with that goal. But I just want to quickly see. So where's everyone playing? Oh, jeez. I'm okay. But it was,
you're right. Was that your fault? Was it just the camera?
I got excited over Eze. I need to chill a bit. Yeah, it's been a frantic start. All right, cool. Yeah, I just want to quickly see, as I was saying, I just want to quickly see where Eze is playing. I want to see where everyone's playing. So Andros is down the right-hand side, which is expected. Eze's through the middle, but it's more towards the right-hand side than the left. I thought he would be playing more towards the left. That's quite interesting.
So, he's the right side of central midfield, Eze. And as you can see the diamond in midfield now with Schlupp and Eze split centrally, and then just deeper is Milivojevic. But as soon as we get the ball, Milivojevic obviously has the ability to break forward. But generally speaking, he'll just sit there and screen. And I think that's the right role for him. If you leave him doing that, it's fine. But
yeah,
if you play like this against a team that's pressing more than Sheffield United will be, that's when we struggle because Luke is slow, the defence is slow, the passing is slow. That's when we get caught out. But as I said earlier, this is a team we should be beating, and this is the reason. They're not playing with that high energy. They're not doing a high press on us, and that plays really into our hands. And it's quite poor from them, to be honest with you.
Who? Sheffield United?
Yeah.
Are you shocked for a team that's got only 17 points? How many points have they got this season?
17. But if they've done any scouting at all,
I don't think they care, Hambo. I really don't think they care. You can see, would you care if you're a player that have 17? Look, they're trying to go again. Eze just breezes past them quick, but it's so easy. But of course, through the middle once again.
3 out of that pass, perfect.
I mean, playing Sheffield, didn't he do this last time around as well against them? Remember that run from midfield? It was against Sheffield United, wasn't it?
I don't know. My brain doesn't work.
It was at home 100%. The chat can back me up on this. He had a goal, not assist. He had a goal like that, Eze. But he just literally ran through the midfield like it was nothing. Only if we could play them every single week. We
are John Gibbs in the chat, Diyar, saying that this looks like a more balanced side. They called in Andros and Wilf natural wide players. I agree with that entirely with Andros, but to me, Wilf is still more effective playing that kind of central role. He get more goals, more assists out of him. But what I will say on that is, I also think that Jeffrey Schlupp isn't a central midfielder. So I like the system, but I still think the personnel are not perfect in it. But I think with the people that Roy's gonna pick, this system is probably about as good as it could get.
Hambo, I'm going to send you something on WhatsApp, so you can see my screen. Because when I pause it this way, it does. And I know you would hate it. I don't mind sticking with it, but I want to see the time difference if I wasn't to pause it. Because look, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. But anyways, I think the 4-3-3 system, it works. It works under Roy with the players that we've got out there. I think it's better than 4-4-2. But I don't understand why we left it so late.
No, exactly. When you think about how much of this season we've had to put up with such poor performances, and we haven't tried this. In fact, if you remember the one time we did kind of try a 3 in midfield, 5 in midfield kind of thing, we played it for one half, did quite well, and Roy said it didn't work.
Yeah, look at WhatsApp. I think that's because I pause it. It is. Yeah, you might want to pause it.
No, don't do the pause in the future. You'll just have to be ahead of me. It's fine. I can live with it.
All right, cool. Can I do that? Yeah, because I need
Yeah,
to
of course.
All right, thanks. Yeah, we've had some stream problems. What minute are you on? Just out of curiosity.
9:04.
9:04. Okay. So yeah, Townsend getting crosses in. It's so simple, but that's what he should be doing in this side. I don't know why we don't put crosses into the ball when we got guys like Benteke there. It makes no sense.
No, you just. I mean, you just. We've said it so many times throughout the course of the season. You know, why play a player like Benteke and don't put the ball in the box? You know, but having Townsend on definitely helps that. I mean, from the start of the season, you know, he was the one creating and putting the ball in the box. So, you know, it's been a really good start for Palace. But you know, let's not get carried away. It had to be, you know, against Sheffield United, who've been poor all season.
It's what you expect.
Yeah,
it's what we've expected all season long. I mean, this squad, it ain't bad to struggle against Sheffield United. Look at the players we've got out there. But to be fair, the first 10 minutes has been a hit and miss for me because of my streaming issues. But it hasn't been too bad from what I've seen. As you can see, Hambo, what I sent you, it's a bit hard to tell how we're playing when it's going back and forth.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's been that bad. Look, Sheffield United haven't had that many chances.
No, is it sorted now, Diyar?
Yeah, I'm behind you now. So what minute are you on?
10:22.
Okay, cool. I'm like 10 seconds behind you. It's fine though.
Okay, cool. Nice work from Andros down the wing there, linking up with Eze quite well, but intercepted good foot in there by Luca. But yeah, just for a little moment there, thought that combination of Townsend and Eze, which is not something we've seen much this season, is it? Let's face it.
No, we haven't. Because Eze plays on the left.
Yeah.
So that's what surprised me the most. I thought Eze still be on the left side of midfield or even out wide, but it's a 4-3-3, and I like it because I don't know, like Wilf up front, he scores goals. I get it under Roy, he scores goals, but I just prefer him out wide. I just love it when he takes on plays. I think that's his game. And
yeah, well, that just goes back to how he came through into the team and where he played for so long for us. You know, as a younger player. But I think he was always going to mature into a player that could play more centrally and wants to play more centrally. And you do get more return out of him. But there's no denying that when you isolate him up against a fullback, it's, you know, it is an incredible thing to watch. It's incredibly dangerous and teams have to deal with it. But if you go back, Diyar, to thinking about how we were frustrated before we played him centrally, because he used to get 2 or 3 on him and because he was out wide, there was nowhere to go. Whereas you can't really do that if you play him centrally and give him license to roam. So there's pros and cons of both, you know.
I think the downside last season was that when he was playing out wide, he just had to track back like now. And he was just constantly stuck defensive role and he couldn't contribute much going forward. So I think that's the main issue. But let's see how it unfolds now because he hasn't played out wide all season long. Sheffield United in dangerous area. Nice as get out.
It was a high foot. So we're all right
that's there. That's a foul. But on the counter attack, we need to, with the players we've got there, we've got pace. Hit them on the counter. Go attack them. Come Natural says looks like we're actually trying to win the game today. Yeah. I mean, it's very hard to lose the game today, I think. Let's just say that.
For sure.
I think it's one of them games where it's actually harder to lose a game than to win it. Like,
but having said that, Diyar, like if you think about it, this season it's not really been about how it has been about how we've gone about things. But even when we've done well, it's always been a case of the other team reacts and we fail to. So I think, you know, Luke's saying early days, and I think that's probably true.
Yeah.
You know, let's not get ahead of ourselves because Sheffield United could come out in the second half and play something very, very differently, and we'll just carry on doing the same things. So I hope this first half we can get ourselves at least another goal, and you know, trying to give ourselves that bit of a cushion.
Game, try to kill the game. But I like this though. This is what I love. Andros down the right hand side, putting crosses into the box with his left foot. Like that should be it. This should have been the case long time ago, not only just this game. We've got Benteke there. Literally, the guy scores off headers. I mean, I know that goal that he scored wasn't off header, but that's his strength. Jeez. I mean, what game is it? 35th game of the season or 34th? I don't even know.
Yeah. I
But
mean, the season's
us that
over and
long.
we're trying it.
Yeah, season's over, and now we're trying to do what we should have done at the start of the season. Oh, anyways, I'll take it. 34th game. Mitch says, Roy lined us up to have some fun, and why not? We're safe. Yeah. I don't know if he wanted us to have fun or it's just a case of
I don't think he knows.
I
don't think he knows the concept of fun, does he, Roy?
Yeah. But it is fun. Oh, geez. I don't know what it is with Jeff. With his passing there, down the left-hand side.
Yeah, well, again, to me, he's not a central midfielder. I'm really happy to see him in the team. I've been sort of crying out for it for the last few weeks, but...
I'll take it. He's not a central midfielder, but we do not take it. Like, it's something different. He provides that pace. If he can provide that pace through the middle, then I don't mind it at this point. We've got enough to lose for.
Yeah, more good work, and Eze just bit too heavy with the pass, and it's a corner for Palace, which Andros will take.
Andros going to take,
which is interesting. Andros on the corners.
Yeah. If you enjoy the stream, make sure to leave a like. It helps out massively. So let's help that like button. Andros back in corner, so Eze's not taking it. Maybe Eze's taking the other side. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh,
listen.
Oh, is it Benteke on side? Go on.
I don't know. Nice.
Save! That was some impressive work there.
I'm a bit behind, of course.
Sorry, go on, Diyar.
Benteke, shoot! Oh, yeah.
So
nice touch, but the shot was a bit.
But what's it come from? It comes from crosses. It comes from putting the ball.
Yeah, literally, even across from the central areas.
Creating.
Like Luca wasn't even that wide. Look at that. He's literally in the central. It's still a cross.
Yep.
Wait, I think he was onside anyways, and he just controlled it. But yeah, the shot was quite weak. Tim says, finally, we figured out we need to ping in crosses for Benteke. How long did that take? 34 games. But, I mean, it's not something that should have took 34 games to realise. Let's just say that. Calm Natural says the under-18s attacking intent was brilliant today. Hopefully this team can replicate it. Under-18s are on fire. They are just, I mean, some people enjoy the under-18s more than the first team, and I don't even blame them.
Well, they're about to win their league, you know.
Yeah.
I think it might be another week because I think Fulham were winning when I last saw it, but I've kind of lost track of that now. But
it goes to next week. Fulham got Chelsea, and I think Chelsea needs to get a result, I believe. But I think the chat can correct me because
incredible considering it's the first year at that level as well. You know, we're going and being in with a really good chance of winning the league, and as we said with the under-23s in the playoffs as well, it's so much more exciting than the first team's been.
What's more exciting is that there's potential, Hambo. There's potential in that squad. You know, like we're talking about aging squad, but we've got players who clearly can play. Like they're a decent group of players, and if we continue helping them with the development, then we can make. Not every player is going to make it into the first team. Unfortunately, football doesn't work like that. But some players may be championship level at the end of it or League One, but still we can develop them players and get something out of them, you know, whether that is a couple millions or what. Like, it's still good business model to focus on the youth players. Look at Chelsea. I'm not saying we should do what Chelsea were doing, which is like literally send the whole youth team out on loan, but it's seen as a business model. You can develop these players and they can either come to the first team or you can sell them on for money. So that's good to see. Like, the fundamentals are there, and it's only the start. It's only the start. There's so much. There's still, the academy facilities are still getting built. So it's good to see.
Yeah, and if you want to, you want to pick out players, the sort of headlines at the moment of Raksaki and David Omalabu as well. He scored his 20th goal of the season in the game today. So, those are two really promising players. That are left back, is it Tayo? I can't remember, Adaramola, something like that. Yeah. He looks a very good prospect. So we could have him fighting with Mitchell for the first team spot not too long. Imagine that, two academy left backs.
I saw something today. If PVA leaves, do you just leave it with them two, or do you go and get a replacement?
I think it's difficult, isn't it? It depends how good he is and how ready he is and who the manager is.
Cool.
If it's Roy, the manager, he's not going to rely on two young players, is he?
If it's Roy, we can't talk honestly. He can't be the manager of next season. You just can't. Let's not even talk it into existence. It can't be Roy the manager. Let's pretend Roy is out of the equation. If it is Roy the manager, then next season is going to be a very long season, and I don't want to talk. Look, I'm in a good mood right now. Let's not talk about Roy Hodgson.
Yeah, sorry, dear. I apologise.
But in general, so you're saying if it's a new manager, which hopefully that's the case, and I feel like it will be the case. What would you do?
I think if it's, again, you got to say if that new manager is somebody who puts faith in youth, then it's a decision to make, isn't it? Because we're not given the amount of contracts out of, you know, the amount of people out of contract. It's a lot to rebuild in one go. So you're trying to limit, given funds available, given the fact we lost 58 million quid through COVID. You know, we can't go out and spend, you know, 15 million quid to get, you know, an average left back as cover for Mitchell. Or if you want to go and get an left back who's better than Mitchell, you could pay all sorts of money, really. So, you know, it's a really hard decision to make. And
especially when you haven't seen it. We know Mitchell. We know what Mitchell can do, but it's like it's the second option. And if you don't know what they can do, then it can be a bit tricky. But I guess it falls down to the manager, as you said. Do you understand Benteke is having a good start? Yeah, I agree. He's up for it, and he's been decent this season. I'll be honest. 7 goals sums it up, and the way Roy talks about him, he's a defensive striker, so it's not bad. And decent start from Palace, but Sheffield United are slightly trying to up the intensity. That's what I've just realised. You know, they're keeping the ball a bit more, putting balls into the box. So let's see how Palace react to it.
Sorry, one sec, Diyar. I just got to go on mute for a sec.
All right, cool. Ash says Fulham will win the league on goal difference unless Chelsea do us a favour. All right, so we'll look forward to that next week. Mitch says the academy improvements are why I am happy to suffer with boring football sometimes. They're only possible because we're in the Premier League constantly. Yeah, the academy is like a plus, but we don't have to suffer for the academy. I mean, we if we bring in a new manager, I feel like our hopes what happened? Okay, our hopes will change anyway. So academy is a plus. Once we bring in a new manager, I feel like both of them combined will be a massive bonus, especially a manager who focuses on youth. Tim says, why do we always produce great wide players that either great fullbacks or wingers? that's actually a shout, because Wan-Bissaka, when he came, of course, he was a winger and he went back. He went to fullback. Majority of our players, apart from Luke Dreher, who's been injured.
Yeah, if you think about what Tim's saying, even if you go back years, it's very rare that it's anything other than a winger or a fullback. You know, you talk about the great players as well. Players that have gone on and played. The last player I would say that gone on and had a great career who came through at Palace was Gareth Southgate, who played central. So we brought him through as a central midfielder, and obviously went on to be a captain England at central defence. So that was probably the last time a Palace academy player came through in a central position that then went on to great things. We brought through plenty of others who've had decent careers, but you know, in terms of top level, you know, you think Sansom, you think Klein, you think Southgate, literally. You know, Zaha, Vince Hilaire, you know, those type of players.
Victor Moses,
Sean Scannell.
Yeah, literally, I don't know. It's just how we are.
Tom Sawers, Ben Watson. Ben Watson's probably actually a good shout, although never got international recognition. He was a very good player centrally.
Where is he now? He's probably in the Championship somewhere.
He's still playing. He's playing some Charlton.
Charlton, playing with them clowns. Nice defensive work there from Kiarte. In the reverse fixture, Fulham only beat Chelsea 2-1, courtesy of own goal and an 8.5-minute winner. We'll keep up for the under-18s next week. I think it will be interesting. Gareth says, what about the players currently out on loan? Who's out on loan?
I'm not entirely sure who's still out, because I know Rob Street was at Torquay and he's been playing for the under-23s. So whether that's still because it's a youth loan.
Woody.
Ooh.
Careful.
But yeah, I'm just trying to remember who's out. I mean, Kirby, obviously, for a while. Kirby was one that we thought would kick on. But he just hasn't played enough, really. But Scott Banks, I suppose, he's had a couple of injuries at Dunfermline, so been real stop-start there for him. But he's a player who looks like a very, very decent player. Walsh has named Flanagan there, and Flanagan was someone. Kean Flanagan, someone we actually let go, but he got another short-term deal with the club. but mainly for training and stuff like that. He's gone basically at the end of the season, I believe. And then, Woods, I think he is out on loan, but again, I don't think he will be remaining at Palace beyond his contract, because I think basically unless you're in the first team at 21, 22, you'll move on. But nasty little foul here on
exactly. Like what?
On Eze.
What was that? Oh, that was dirty, man. That should be at least a card. Like, come on, ref. I told he's dodgy. That was that did not look nice. I don't know if he got the ball, but is he not giving a card?
Oh, sorry. Fahima's mentioned Yaroslav Yak as being out on loan. I'll let Mike Scott answer that one when he's next around.
I don't know what's happening with him. Where is he now? What was it? Sheriff United or something? Sheriff FC last time around. I don't know where he is now. I don't know who signed him.
Spoiler, Diyar, but the free kick was interesting. End up with Eze having a shot which was charged down, but won it back here. Townsend in a good position. Let's watch this. Oh, the return pass is poor, but that is a foul on Jeffrey Schlupp, I think, which is going to get a yellow card.
1 minute, are you on?
Oh, sorry. It's 25. I'll tell you when. 25 now.
Okay, 10 seconds. Another foul. Ref, pull out a card, man. What's going on? Yeah,
did he get a card? I think he did. I got distracted.
No, he didn't. I don't think he did. Oh, yeah, the documentary. Do you see the Brighton lot? They're actually crying over it. They're saying that they're going to cancel their Amazon Prime because they can't hack it.
Well, Dale, here's the interesting thing. Long before you were born, actually, it wasn't before you were born, but when that documentary was made, when we were still doing the podcast as Homesdale Radio. Oh, just wait for this.
I'm not that young. Jeez.
Wide.
You're moving like you're moving like I'm. You're moving like
we were involved in that. Now, I imagine everything that we did will be cut out because you would cut it out. I remember it.
Oh,
but yeah, we were involved in that. It's going to be extremely impressive. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it's been how long has it been? Like nearly 10 years.
Yeah, but seriously, all that happened in that season. When you think about it, when we started the year, nobody had any idea that the club was going to nearly go into liquidation, get saved, change managers, be top of the league, and then drop back down, then just make the playoffs. And then we all know about the playoff journey. But if you remember, everyone will finally get to find out what happened with Poogate.
Luca? Oh, Wilf! Was that Schlupp? I think that was Schlupp.
Diyar's at a different time to me. I don't know if are you behind me? Did I miss something?
I'm behind you.
Okay.
10 seconds.
All right.
There was opportunity there. The ball into the box and Schlupp.
I didn't get excited because I was still talking about the documentary and Poogate.
Sorry about that. Sorry. Yeah, there's lots of things that's happening. I don't know if you remember the trailer as well. You remember the trailer on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that was there. And it's like, when are you going to post it? And finally, I guess it was the correct time to do it as well. Considering the lockdown.
Well, it was always about the how everyone got portrayed in the footage, I believe, because it was in the car, on the cards for an almost immediate release. But in a way, waiting that amount of time.
Why did it wait? What was it? Do you know?
No one would sign off on it. That's all I can really say about it. Again, I don't betray any confidences or anything, but nobody would sign off that it was an acceptable standard, if you like. Not that the footage was bad or anything like that, but they just wanted it to, to be to a certain level, and now it is.
Ball into the box here from Sheffield United, but you don't want to give away free headers like that.
No,
look, it was a poor header, but it was a bit too easy for my liking. All over the top, and then
got away with it a little bit, but there you go. Sheffield United have, as you'd expect, come a little bit more into the game now. Close the door now. It is being shown on Amazon. I think it's a 4 or 5 part from June the 4th.
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out.
If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit the like button. Helps out massively. Let's see how many likes we got so far. 24. Yeah, keep hitting the like button if we can. But yeah, there's that documentary. I don't know. Should we do something about it? Reaction? I think the preview lot are going to do a reaction to it. So we'll see. There'll be some type of reaction to it from Backers on this.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe we might do something on YouTube as well. but it's a bit hard with copyright. So what happened? Wilf is pissed off again.
I think he's permanently pissed off at the moment, isn't he? So,
and you know what? I don't blame him. That's the funny thing. I don't blame him for being permanently pissed off. Because imagine having his talent and just playing with this side like for the whole year on a Roy Hodgson. Like I would be pissed off as well. It's a build up of frustration. Yeah, Tony beat Murray's championship goal scoring record, 31 goals. Some player. Yeah, I wonder if someone go for him in the Prem. Surely
yeah, well, the chatting there that he'll probably end up at West Ham, and that is the sort of signing that they make. John Gibbs saying that, but you know, it's interesting with Brentford. They're churning players out, aren't they? You think about every time, a little bit like Southampton were doing for a while. Every time a player sort of rises above and achieves something, they sell them on for big money, and then the replacement does just as well. So it tells you a lot about the system and the recruitment there as well, and how strong it is.
Interesting that Eddie Howe's number 2 is at Sheffield United being a number 2. He's a number 2 forever. Well, actually, he isn't. That's a lie. He was a number 1 at Bournemouth.
Yeah, for a little while.
But he might be a number 2 forever. I don't know.
Wardy with a bit of a bad challenge here. Diyar would catch up with it. I want to see it again because it looked like he got the ball at first, but they're talking about card.
Oh, them studs might be up.
But if that gets they might look at that again.
Up. Yeah, that is not looking nice. That is not looking nice.
It's the follow through, isn't it? That's unfortunate.
Yeah, because Luca got sent off for that. Remember at Wolves.
Yeah.
Let's see the replay. Are they going to show it?
Have another look. He gets the ball clearly, but it's just.
I don't think it's that bad. I was looking at his left foot, like the follow through, but it doesn't look that bad actually.
His feet are down on the floor on the follow through, and I think in a way, I was thinking, will they look at that for a red? But it's quite tough.
No. I don't think
quite tough to get a card.
Let us know in the chat as well. What do you guys think? I don't think that's a red card.
No.
He got the ball, yeah, and it's nothing reckless, like even in the follow through. Calm Natural says he got the ball. Yeah, I think everyone agrees. Just yellow. Yeah, let's see what happens. Player predictions. I'll be honest with you, Ash. I've been so occupied this season that I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to even lie. I'm not going to stay here and say Brentford versus. I don't know. I don't know. But I want. If you ask me who I want to come up to the Prem, I want Brentford to come up because they've been knocking on the door for a while. And
don't you just want to steal their good players and keep them down there?
He's probably in the chat right now. Who's the person who wants the Brentford manager? Like,
I don't know. It's usually John, isn't it? No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Who is he? I want Brentford to come up because I want to see how they do in the Prem.
Yeah. But I only found out that Barnsley were in the playoffs when a Watford fan was doing some inspection at my flat the other day, and he was saying I was surprised that they got automatic promotion. It shows you what happens when you're in the Premier League fan. You do lose touch with the rest of football at times.
It's not even a Premier League fan, as you know, Hambo. I've been really busy this year. Like,
excuses.
We all know about excuses. I've literally been stuck indoors, just working. So I haven't had the time. Apart from and this is meant to be the time that I just put aside to go and enjoy. And I've been watching Palace all season long. Do you understand how hard it is?
You've been a very angry man. It's pretty amusing. Eze down the right hand side.
How do you expect me to be calm when in my free time, the time which I'm meant to enjoy, I've been watching Roy Hodgson's Palace?
He's still going. He's still ranting.
Yeah. Anyways, forget about that.
Have a go. Oh, sorry, Diyar. Spoiler.
Yeah, exactly. Keep spoiling. It's fine.
And John's absolutely right. Valerian Ismail, the former Palace record signing defender, is Barnsley's manager and doing a very good job.
Yeah, he is. I'm looking at the stats because I'm into the stats and shots on target. We've had 4 shots on target. That's
there
good.
You go.
That's good. Normally it's one. So I'll take
one
that.
per game, isn't it? So that's 4 games worth.
No, 1 per half. So normally 2 per game. We've already got double in the first.
Think about the fixtures coming up, Diyar. We got to make the most of enjoying shots on target.
Yeah, exactly, because it's gonna be a long end.
Oh, here we go. You'll see it in a sec. You have a look.
I think people want Barnsley to get up in the chat. Oh, go on, Andros. Oh, jeez.
You see,
That's the age. Well, yeah, not bad from Palace. They haven't even had a shot on target, but they look like they don't. I don't know. I don't want to take credit away, of course, because people are going to say, "Look, you're moaning, you're doing this, you're doing that. We're playing bad, we're playing good." But in all honesty, they've got 17 points, and when we last faced them, remember, it was easy as well.
Yeah.
But I guess the positive is that we've had a change in formation, change in personnel. So I guess that's a positive. But I'm not going to get carried away with it.
No.
And I don't know where Harvey's from. I don't know what Harvey's doing. For people asking, I'm not too sure. If I did, I'll let you guys know, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I guess that's the only positive: the change of formation and the fact that we're doing well with it. But exactly, Gareth says it. Their body language speaks volume. Like there's this. I mean, we talk about with Palace are the players at the beach, and we've stayed out comfortably. Imagine them, like literally, you got nothing to play for. You're gonna be 20th regardless. You can't even play for 19th.
Yeah.
So
something's about to happen if you just look and see what you think.
Yeah, Wilf on the ball. Go on, Wilf. Oh, nice ball. Corner.
I got a corner for that. But yeah, decent movement again. And Wilf again coming in off that left-hand side. He has been dangerous there. He has seen a bit, not as much of the ball as he sees centrally, but when he has got the ball, he's done really well with it. And then linking up really well with Mitchell, which is good to see.
Andrew's the same far post, double hand. Let's see. Actually, Eze's not taking any set pieces, so it's Andros. Interesting. So let's see this far post corner. Let's see if we do anything. Oh no, they tricked me. Actually, it's far post still. No, nothing happens. But yeah, no, he's not literally stuck out wide. Like even there, he went into the central area to go and pick up the ball. So there's that bit of fluidity. But I want to see.
Well, it has to be, doesn't it? And we've cried about that in the past with Roy's teams. Well, good defending there. You'll see in a sec, Diyar, but a corner for Sheffield United. Cahill defending really well in the end. But we've said that for so many times under Roy. With sometimes the system just isn't flexible enough. But I love to see it. When we first started with the 4-4-2 in pre-season this year, when we had Schlupp and Zaha exchanging positions and we had movement around in the midfield, I really enjoyed that. But as soon as we get under any pressure, everyone goes back to the basics, stay in your position, don't move. And then we're awful and terrible to watch and very ineffective in games. And, I like the bravery and the fluidity of this formation, but to me, it's too little too late. I'm not going to change my mind right now.
Exactly. I think that's it. It's just too late. Even now, like, we're not playing bad, but there isn't much to be excited about. It's not like we are absolutely all over them. We're playing good. It's like we're playing how we should be playing against a team that's been relegated and that's 20th. But we've got nothing to play for. I haven't even looked at the league table. Like, where are we with these results? I mean, we're 13th. Yeah, that's great. Like, it's nothing. The only positive is pretty much Eze, because he's been doing bits in midfield. Look, once again, go on, Nebs. Oh, unlucky. That's a foul.
Yeah.
That's another one. That's the main positive, yeah. What, yellow card? Yeah.
No, he had the card in his hand. I don't know if it was actually shown, but we took the free kick quickly.
No, showing it. He's writing his name.
Yeah,
I don't know who got that. All right, cool. Khalid says, please, I always wish to become a footballer in the future, but I don't have you to sponsor me. Please take me as a junior team. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'll take you in. I'm taking you in Sheffield United.
Diyar's running a team.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you in. I'm gonna speak with the owners after this game. All right, let me get your name. Don't worry. We'll get you into the side. We need
but he wants to play for Sheffield United, Diyar. How do you feel about that? Are you going to give him an opportunity?
Yeah, why not? I mean, Sheffield United wouldn't mind that as well. I think both teams wouldn't mind it. We're both playing for nothing, literally. We're just out there just playing for the sake of playing. But to be fair, it depends on where you're playing. Because if you're playing up front, which Jake was talking about JP, I'd rather have JP than you right now. But look, honestly, I'd love to sponsor you, but I can't do nothing about it. Side.
Okay. I nearly got excited there. I'm going to calm down again, and you'll see it.
You can get excited. Just be. I don't mind it because I don't. You know how I am. I'm so. Go on. Go on, Christian.
You see? You see? That was it. It's
Who's going to top over to him?
Yeah.
Literally, even through the middle. Oh. I feel JP would be much better striker in this formation. I think JP just playing in overall. I feel like he will contribute. I don't get it. He literally scored a banger, and then from then onwards, we just thought, yeah, let's limit his opportunities because it's too good for us.
Sorry, I've been distracted, Diyar, but my girlfriend's been playing with my Apple Watch the entire time, and now I've got it's never going to be usable again. But if I spin the dial, it changes it's got a globe, and the daylight changes now. So great, thanks for that. It doesn't work as a watch anymore, but thanks.
It doesn't work as a watch anymore. I don't want to get involved. Take me out of it. Fahima says, I hope Lampard comes to Crystal Palace. He'll revolutionize Palace. Yeah. I don't know if he'll change us that much, but you're not the only one. There's people who want Lampard in. I just want JP in at this point. I want JP in up front. Why not? Go for it. Going towards the end of the first half. It ain't the most exciting games, I'll be honest.
No, it's not. It's not fascinating, isn't it? Especially with the early goal, we've not gone crazy after that. And Sheffield United took a long while to do anything. But you hope, for entertainment purposes, you hope. Oh, lovely bit of play here, Diyar. That you'll catch up in 10 seconds. Let's see where this goes.
Go on.
Go in, yeah. Go in.
Yeah, nice little one-touch football. Go on, Wilf. Go on.
Sorry,
Go on.
Diyar.
Oh my days. Go on, Ebbs. That ball did not help. But he still got it. Oh my days. Man.
Yeah, a bit of a letdown, really. But good football. There was some. Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
This is it. This is a new Palace on Roy Hodgson.
Oh. Sorry. Go wait for Diyar.
Kouyaté still got it. Still playing about with it. Go on, Jeff. Ball into the box. Benteke. Oh! Benteke. Oh my days.
Save. Do you see that save though?
Ball into the box from Jeffrey Schlupp to Benteke, and
Ramsdale has saved incredibly there to deny Benteke.
Save, man. Oh, lovely ball play. Come on, Palace. That's what we want to see. Oh, what a ball from Jeff, though. Oh, my. It's a free header as well. What a save. Oh, come on. I like that. It's been a bit slow the last 5 minutes, but keep up the one-touch passes. Andros. Ball. Come on, left foot. Oh, put it in the box. No? Go on, Jeff. No, Jeff. Jeffrey. No, I love Jeff.
But it's good. It's good from Palace. We're actually creating a lot of danger there. So that little.
Go on, Luca. Luca's had a solid game.
Yeah,
he's actually had a solid game. I don't know if it's a formation and the fact that he just sits and he doesn't have to focus really on the attacking side of things.
How many times have I said it? He needs to be in a midfield three, and he is today. It takes that extra bit of pressure off of him. He's not mobile enough in a two. You get the best out of him in a three, and I think more importantly, Sheffield United have just missed the point against us, which is high press us, and we can't play because they haven't done that. People have had more time on the ball, and we look better for it. But it's not. It's not all about them. We have played better. We have done well. We've started the game with confidence and actually attacked and got a goal. So that makes it all so much easier for us. And, we deserve our lead. We don't, we haven't blown them away or anything like that, but we deserve to be up.
Close the Door says nobody will sign Wolf because of his attitude on the pitch. I disagree. I don't think there's anything to do. I don't think his attitude is bad. I don't know why you guys say it. I really don't think it's that bad that no one will sign him. He's not. He's passionate. It depends if you call it attitude or passion. He's passionate. He wants to win.
You can look at plenty of incredibly talented...
He was worse before. Before you could say he had attitude because people would go and bug him and he would get annoyed easily by it. But he does get annoyed. It's not as bad as it is.
List all the best footballers and tell me they haven't got an attitude. But it seems to be, depending on the name, who they play for, how they look, there seems to be a different way of interpreting it every single time. But to be a top player, you have to care that much,
It's only that. Look, put everything into context. He's been at Palace for how long? He's been under Roy Hodgson for how long? Last season, how many goals did he get? Barely any, because he was put in a system which didn't help him at all. This season, that's changed. He's playing up front. But if you look at overall, it's been another mediocre season. Imagine your Wilfried Zaha playing in this Palace side. Like, forget about us being fans. And just imagine your Will. Go. Actually, before you imagine that, let's talk about Eze. Go on, Ebbs. Come on. Movement. No, Eze.
Yeah, so close. Days, just looking at the replay now, Diyar, and they just
Sheffield United seem like they're giving up. Like literally, Eze he was running, but he's not literally sprinting. He was just jogging there, and he had all the time in the world.
Yeah.
And nice bit of movement. But yeah, just imagine if you're Wilfried Zaha with all that talent, and you're not like we're complaining about week in, week out. What are we trying to do? There's no plan. So, and he's not young. He's 28, 29. He's turning 29. So of course he'll be pissed off. Like it's not just one game thing.
And whatever you think of him, everyone knows if you surrounded him with players of that level, if you dropped him into, whether you think he's good enough for it or not, if you dropped him into Man City, you dropped him into Liverpool, you dropped him even back into Man United, surrounded him with top class players, his talent would absolutely shine. But he's here and he's having to spend long periods of time without the ball and chasing shadows at times. So that's where that frustration comes from. And here he is.
It's not that I don't think it's just that he's hit. All right, we got the ball. Go on, Luca. Go on, Eze. Come on, push it. Come on. Go on, Wilf. Shoot. Oh, nice turn. Oh.
So close, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely bit of play. But yeah, I just feel like it's not just that he's at Palace. I don't think he minds at Palace. It's the fact that in the past we weren't this bad in terms of defensive. It's caught up frustration. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Like Roy's been here for a long time. We weren't that bad in the first couple of seasons, but this last 2 seasons, he must be thinking, this is my prime and I'm just playing in the system. Like, what? I'm never going to get this back. I'm wasting my time there. And that's why he's been publicly wanting to move away from the club. So, I think
and he should. He should. And in reality, he should have moved a couple of years ago at least, shouldn't he? We're being completely honest. And,
half-time.
Half-time it is, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, continue. Sorry, I don't know why.
I'd say you think about when we would have got the best value for him, and you think about when, we would, he would have got the best opportunity to play in his prime at a top club. Realistically, we should have come to an agreement a few years ago. But how many times has he saved us? How many times has he been the man who's been the difference in games over the years he's been with us? Far, far, far too many. He's been too important to us, and that's why he hasn't got the move. I think Khalid wants to be a professional footballer again.
Yeah, I can't help you. I'll be honest with you. I can't help you. But let us know what you thought about the first half. 1-0 Palace after literally 1 minute Palace score. Created chances, Hambo. Not the worst first half, but I guess it's expected that we're facing Sheffield United, that we should be this dominating.
Sorry, Diyar, I'm gonna speak to you in audio terms. Bear with me 1 sec.
All right, that's fine.
So, an overall summary, should we say? I think that half was partly to do with how poor Sheffield United are, but partly to do with us doing something a little bit different. The formation being a 4-3-3 and very rarely a 4-5-1. And that shows that bit of bravery and intent that we've been missing a lot this season. Sometimes it isn't the right thing to do to ask the wide players in a 4-3-3 to chase back all the time, because you negate your attacking threat. And we haven't done that, partly because of the opposition, but partly because, there's not too much at stake for us today. So being that little bit braver has seen for a better performance. And, part of the problem with playing okay, and it's not been a brilliant display, it's been okay, it's been what it should have been, is it makes you think why has it taken this for us to show a bit of, we show so much respect to the opposition, but never any to ourselves, never any to the players that we have. And that's what I take away from this season. It's, this highlights more to me more than anything what we're capable of if we play the right way. And we didn't come into this game off the back of a really good run. We didn't come off this game on a winning streak and full of confidence. We came into this game after playing really poorly for a few weeks, and we've still been very, very comfortable. And you look at us, and we have another couple of gears to go up if we need to.
Yeah, we haven't been clinical in front of goal. When you look at it, I mean, we've had so many chances. I don't know what our expected goals are because certain clubs love putting that across, but I'm pretty sure it'll be higher than 1. And we've had our spells with middle of the game. It was a bit slow. We wasn't we had the ball, but Sheffield United. I think when you look at it, Sheffield United we have to put things into context. Like I don't want to discredit us, but Sheffield United are 20th in the league. There's a reason why they've got 17 points. We talk about Palace being on the beach. They're not playing like they've got something to play for, which they haven't. So I think that plays a part as well. So I'm not going to get too carried away. But as Parker says, 4 shots on target, double our usual. I think it's more than double our usual. Normally we have 1 shot on target each half. So when you look at the first half, that's been the most impressive thing about it. But I feel like it's what we should be doing. Like I'm not going to get overboard and get excited saying, "Wow, look at us! We've had 4 shots on target." We're facing Sheffield United. We're doing our job, how we should be doing. Nothing too great. If we were more clinical, it would have been good. But unfortunately, we haven't been.
No. Mitch is saying in the chat, we played top 4 opposition the last 4 weeks. But, I mean, to me, that's a cop-out. I mean, and you only have to look at the Leicester game. We got told that, everyone was saying our performance against Leicester wasn't that bad and we should have expected to lose. And then Newcastle go and smash them 4-2, and they dropped a bunch of players for our game. So, I think sometimes we make too many excuses for our team and how we approach games. And also, there is a lot to be said about how you lose a match, isn't there? If you go and lose to top 4 opposition or top 6 opposition, or frankly, any team that's spent more money and has got better players than you, if you lose to them, sometimes you can handle it if you do the best that you can do and they're just better. But so often, we haven't been anywhere near the best that we can be. And we've been so passive and we've been so slow and so compact. You've got the players dropping deeper, and I've said before that's not what the manager. Cool.
I'm sorry to cut in, Hambo, but imagine someone just literally joined in now. They'll probably think you're talking about the Sheffield United game.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not. Yeah, it's been all right today. We dropped 2
probably like, what is this guy on about? What is he smoking?
No, talking generally. But look, I'm just answering that point. Mitch is making a good point that. We didn't do too well the last few weeks because we're playing good opponents. But as I say, it's sometimes about the you talk of the opposition, but you can talk about how you approach it and how you lose. And we've let ourselves down way too much this season. But today points to a way of playing that is better. But Diyar, you said it yourself in the half, didn't you? Why does it take till 34 games into a season for us to give this a proper try?
That's right.
Well, we've done brilliantly before, hasn't we?
Yeah, but look, people don't want me to say this, but the opposition does play a part. I guess the main positive is the 4-3-3. I don't know, Hambo. I really don't know. Maybe I don't want to get, because there's been these odd games. We've always had these odd games where Palace just change up and things look good, and then we go back to our usual ways. So it happens, but I feel like this should be our formation to the end of the season. We should be playing with these group of players. We should be going for it. I guess not every team is going to be Sheffield United, and it's going to be more of a struggle, but we've got enough to lose for. We really sure haven't got enough to lose for. And Hambo's gone on audio.
I'm still here.
Yeah. Sona asks, can Will fit in where he's not the main man? When he's not the main man, I think he wants to say. I think that's the links with him, moving to another bigger club. I feel like he'll contribute. It depends on the team, really. So yeah, I feel like he can fit into the top side. Let's talk about Luca.
Okay, cool.
He's having a good game, and you mentioned that as well. Do you think it's due to the formation with the 3 midfield rather than the usual 2?
Yes, yeah, I think an extra body in the central midfield, so Luca's not having to do too much. I said it in half. Luca is not mobile. Okay, that's the one thing he isn't. Whether you've got issues with his passing, whatever, he's a great screening midfielder. But if that's all he does, he's fine. But if you're asking him to play in a 2 where he's got to kind of sometimes be box to box, he's got to cover wide all the time. That's not Luca's game, and it exposes his weaknesses.
Yeah, it's too much for him. I think in a 3 where he's playing right now, when he can just literally sit back, control, control the game like that, help out defensively. Like, don't give him too many responsibilities. When you don't give him too many responsibilities, he's not a bad player. But when you play him in the 2, as you said, when you tell him to do lots of other, he's not that player. Like, you can't do it. And the free formation, I think, has helped him massively.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's one area that's been impressive for me, because I've talked about Luka a lot and he hasn't been playing good, but today I think the formation and his performance so far in the first half has been credited, but we'll see Palace in the second half, because surely Sheffield United are going to do something in the second, because that was pretty much false.
So Diyar, I'm going to take a very quick break, get a drink and eat this cheese. And just to clarify from Buddha Boy, I don't have a stalker. I don't think. I might have a stalker. But anyway, I'll be back in about 2 minutes. I'll let you crack on with comments.
All right, cool. I'll keep reading out the comments. Keep sending them through. What do you guys think about the first half of that game? Luka, what do you make of his performance? Luke saying it's Sheffield. Fair enough. Tekers is playing very well, full of confidence. And that's what Michael's saying. And I feel like this is an interesting area, because with Benteke, we were talking about pre-game. Do you go and offer him a new contract without knowing who the next manager is going to be? I think that's a very interesting part. Look, Benteke, Roy talks about it. He talks about him being a defensive striker. And yet again, he still scored 7 goals this season. And I think he's still got it in him. I really do. And he's had another solid performance. We can also say is against Sheffield United. I understand that. But he's had a solid season so far. So what do you do with Benteke? Another decent performance from him. Palace overall, we should be more clinical in front of goal. But Benteke is an interesting area, because Gareth talks about as well, they're all playing for new contracts. I don't know if I agree with that, because they should have been playing for new contracts against Chelsea, against all the other clubs as well, but it didn't seem like it. So I don't know if it's new contracts. I really do feel like the opposition do play a massive part to how we're playing right now. Come Natural says, it's a team's mentality and crap tactics that have been wrong, and that is down to the manager. Apart from this game we've got it right, and I think that's down to the manager, because he changed it about. But it's as Hambo said, why don't we do this more often? Why is it just literally against Sheffield United in the 34th game of the season? Why are we not more consistent with it? Parker says, can we mention Joe Wall's yellow was a fucking joke? Yeah. At first I wasn't too sure what was going on, because it did seem a bit reckless when he's watching live. But yeah, I don't know. This referee's on something as well. Lucas had a steady game. Gareth says, Michael says that as well. Eat this cheese. Jay says, I think you're right. We need to wait and see who the manager is for Benteke. So with the Benteke situation, Jay thinks that we need to wait who it is. Sammy says, why does Roy hate Mateta? Let's talk about JP. What's going on? What is going on with him? I don't know what it is. This is a theory, but is it down to his loan agreement where if he plays a certain amount of games, we have to sign him permanently? And if that's the case, why on earth did we agree to that? I don't understand it. Or is it just down to Roy doesn't trust him? I'm not too sure what is going on. I personally wanted to come on in the second half. It's against Sheffield United. We're 1-0 up. We're creating chances. We haven't been as clinical. It happens. It's nothing bad. But put JP there. I don't understand it. He played good against Brighton, and then we've limited his opportunities for playing good. How does that make sense? I don't know. But let me know what you guys think about the JP situation. I think he needs to come on today. We need to see a bit more about him. Engin says if he played to Benteke's strengths, he bangs him in 100%. Benteke had a low spell of confidence, but he's back at it now. There's no doubt in that. If you think Benteke hasn't been a good player this season, then I don't know really, because we're talking about Zaha having 10 goals and Benteke having 7. So and Benteke has been the scapegoat for a very long time. So when you look at it, Valerian Ishmael flop at Palace. At a time, Palace got relegated. I think that's talking about the Barnsley manager links once again. I said this is one of our strongest lineups. I think this is one of our strongest lineups going forward. I'll be real with you guys. I think it doesn't really get any better than this. You got Jeff on the pitch, you got Eze on the pitch, you got Wilf on the pitch, you got Benteke, you got that is a very strong lineup. And then you got Luka sitting back and just holding on in front of the back line. I feel this is the best formation and best attacking side. Kevin Benson says, bye, Chris Wood. That's if Sean Dash comes in. If Sean Dash doesn't come in, then keep Christian. If Sean Dash comes in, keep Christian Benteke. But yeah, Chris Wood has been banging him in. Guy says Roy appears to be scared of the youth, doesn't know how to coach them. Thankfully, because he would drain any positivity out of them. Who do you will our managers? Oh, who do you think our managers are next season? I think that's what you're trying to say. I think our manager next season is not going to be Roy Hodgson. If it's Roy Hodgson next season, then I think the club have lost it. I really don't understand it. I think realistically, our manager next season is going to be between Sean Dyche or Eddie Howe. That's my personal opinion. I think Frank Lampard got a chance as well. I'm just saying it's off my head. I don't know. But it's not going to be Roy Hodgson. It's going to be one of them three. What does Schlupp need to do for us to keep him? Keep him where? I mean, he's keeping him in the starting lineup. I'm not too sure. I think Schlupp should have been started a long time ago ahead of Jordan Ayew. He's playing in central midfield today. He's needed in the side. He's needed because we haven't got much space. And when you put Schlupp there, he provides that. But I'm not too sure. You have to go and ask Roy about that. And there's so many things about Roy that we need to talk about if it comes to the lineup selection. I don't know why he does certain things, but today he's got it right, and I like it. Tim says, doesn't matter who we had up front with the service they've been given over the last couple of seasons. I think, yeah, we haven't really talked much about that during Roy's spell at Palace, but when you're looking at strikers, who has been really effective? Jordan Ayew last season got 9 goals and was raving on about that. Benteke's got 7. I don't think a striker under Roy Hodgson is ever going to score 15 goals at Palace. I don't know about his previous clubs, but at Palace it's not going to happen because it's just way too defensive. It doesn't suit the striker. Sammy Boy says it's time for Roy to fully release the shackles second half. No excuse against the Sheffield United team. I don't think we have to release the shackles in the second half. We've been decent in the first half. We just have to be more clinical and hopefully more changes. Josie's not coming. I'll just say that Josie's not coming. He's gone to Roma. So that's not going to happen.
Hello, Diyar.
Yeah, what's going on? Oh, Parker was talking about he's out of contract. Jeff's not out of contract, is he, Hambo?
No, I think he's got another year.
Yeah, I don't think he's out of contract. I remember that Palace don't like announcing these type of things. There's no way they're going to let Jeff walk out. MTD Flat says I couldn't take another season of Roy. Let's not talk about it because I'm in a good mood. I'm not going to.
No, well, confession time. You know, I haven't renewed my season ticket, and I probably
won't. You haven't.
Until
Roy. About that.
Until Roy.
So what if he's at the club next season? Are you not going to renew it?
There's a strong. I would find it hard to. You know, I'd have to weigh up the joy of going to games again versus what we've had to put up with this year. I mean, I always get one. I always say stuff like this, but you know,
it's kind of different this season. This season, like the end game, it's like the dilemma. Like I wouldn't blame you, to be fair. It's not the most exciting as well. And also it's not the cheapest. Look, the second half has started. If you're on Facebook and Twitter, head over to our YouTube channel for the second half of the watch along. Let's see what Palace can do. Hopefully we get a second goal and put this to bed. But no, in Palace, Sheffield United probably score 1 out of their first shot on target and it'll end 1-1.
So there, in terms of you know, the second half, obviously no changes and you wouldn't expect any. But do you feel even whatever
actually
the result
that's cap?
Oh, say again?
Cap, that's a lie. I do expect changes in the second half.
No, I mean you didn't expect any at half time.
Oh yeah, not half time, yeah.
So, but what would you expect in the second half? Do you think we've got to give the likes of Mateta and Batshuayi game time? Maybe less so Batshuayi because he's not our player, but certainly
JP needs to come on, Hambo. JP needs to come on. JP, even in previous games we've been talking about it, he needs more of a chance. I don't understand it. I personally, it seems like it's more of a case of his contract situation where if he plays a certain amount of games, then we might have to sign him more than anything. And I think that's the situation. But I don't understand it. And why would you go and agree to something like that? Like he needs to come on. He needs to show what he can do. He's already proven himself in a couple of games he's played, but that's a very small sample. We need to see more games of him before I can make any judgment. So yeah, he should be coming on in the second half, 100%. John says Schlupp has another year. Hey, Huss, what are you telling me? Hey, I had to. John says Roy to go 10 man behind the ball. Wisdom says pin your Instagram username. You want my Instagram? I don't really post on Instagram, but you can have it if you want. Hambo, what's your Instagram?
I think it's this with an underscore between Hambo and 1980.
My one is Diyar. DIYAR.K1. So yeah. Tim says maybe we should give Sean Derry or Paddy McCarthy a chance as our manager next season. No. You know why I'm going to say no? Is because looking at Arsenal, you can see it with certain managers that are inexperienced. Maybe, you know, they're doing well right now, but just maybe let them continue doing their job and let's not rush them into the first team football, into Premier League football, because it doesn't, under 18s and under 23s and all of that is completely different to first team football. And Sheffield United are attacking. Don't do this, Palace. Corner. Yeah. Let's just wait on that. I don't think there's any rush to give them a chance.
I agree with that. If you look at both Derry and McCarthy are doing really good jobs with those teams.
It's different.
I agree with you. Keep them there. Keep them doing those good jobs for as long as you can. For as long, you know, Paddy is not that long out of doing coaching badges and he's building up really good experience doing what he's doing. But Premier League management's a massive thing. And also, while they're doing such good jobs at those levels, you know, if you take them away from that, you might miss something. Those are really important roles for us, the 23s and the 18s.
Yeah, imagine you swap, look, to put things into context, imagine you swap Roy Hodgson and, you know, Sean Derry as managers. So Roy Hodgson goes manager the youth side and Sean Derry comes first team. Now, I don't know what Sean Derry will do in first team, but I know what Roy Hodgson, you know, Roy Hodgson has youth level, he will still find a way to put you know, Maka in there or someone else in there. So it would not work, you know. There's different managers suited for different roles. I feel like them two, they're doing a good job there and they can help us. There's no need. I mean, they can help the first team by staying there and developing these players. So it's not like they're holding us back. So for now, I'll just keep it as it is. And I'd rather get more of an experienced manager who's managed the first team football at some type of level before we get them to. But credit to them, though. They're doing a very good job.
Sure.
Yeah. So Gareth says Frank Lampard in charge. Morris, Gary Cahill's coaching team alongside Ray Lewington. That's a bit scary, I'll be honest with you, Gareth. I won't agree with you, but that's a bit scary. I don't know if I would want that. Like, why are we... I don't mind Frank Lampard, but I don't know Gary Cahill as a coach. I don't know if Cahill's a good coach. Like, he's a great player. He's got experience, but being a coach is completely different to being a, you know...
Again, it depends on what he wants. You know, he's definitely a good personality around the club, but you know, whatever happens, I'm a strong believer. I'm just waiting for this to. Okay, you'll get there in a second, Dale. But no, my thoughts are, whatever manager you bring in, you've got to give him that opportunity to bring the people he wants him. You know, in terms of in and around the first team setup. You know,
get it out, man. That was
Yeah, it wasn't good, was it?
Come on.
But yeah, you just have to give people that opportunity to, you know, bring in the people that they trust, and that's, you know, you keep the consistency in the sporting director position. That's a good place to keep consistency. You keep consistency around recruitment. You keep consistency around medical and coaching and things like that. You don't change those every time you change a manager, but you do change that first team coaching setup.
Yeah, that was close there. Literally, no one marked him. Open shot. We have to watch out for that, because second half, I told you, they should be upping up their intensity, because that was poor from Sheffield United in the first half. A massive chance there that goes missing.
You expected them to react. We talked about it in the first half. You knew they're going to react, and we always struggle to react quickly when another team changes what they're doing. You know, so we're now 6 minutes into the second half, and we've seen that Sheffield United have shifted things a little bit. They've upped the tempo. So my question is, what are we going to do? Now, it doesn't mean a sub always, but it does mean getting some messages onto the pitch, and it does mean the players taking a bit of responsibility to shut down where the danger is. They're pushing their fullbacks right up now. They're getting people in the box. They're playing at a higher pace. We've got to do something about it. Otherwise, you know, we will see what happens to us quite a lot, which is we drop further and deeper back, and eventually we have to rely on the quality of the opposition not catching us out. So if Sheffield United don't take the chances that they undoubtedly will create, we still could win, but it'll be luck rather than judgment.
Yeah. Eagles on there talking about Jeffrey Schlupp contract extension. I honestly don't think he signed a contract extension last year, but they didn't say how long it's for.
No, again, it's sorts of show evidence, blah 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 blah. I think John's right, and it was to 2023. But again, I'm not going to look at the details now, and if he isn't, he isn't. But no big deal really. But let's not get too wound up about it.
Yeah, it's not like his wealth. I mean, Jeff plays a massive role, but I don't think he's gonna.
Eze has just gone down hurt. He great interception. We had a chance for a break there. You'll just see it coming up in a sec. But again, seems to have taken a bit of a blow to the chest from Berg there.
Yeah. Oh, he's down. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully, I don't think it's anything serious. I think it's just more of a. Let's see it on the replay. Oh, that's a boot up on his stomach.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you can really explain that as a legitimate challenge.
Yeah, I don't know as well. Do you reckon VAR will check it? They should check that.
I mean, it doesn't look like they have, and Eze doesn't look too happy about it either, does he?
Yeah, what the fuck? How's that? How did he just get away with that? Did he get booked?
Nope, nothing.
Literally a boot. Oh my days. We only have 51% possession. I guess that's double what we usually have. Yeah, it's what we do with the ball though. Because lots of teams, lots of big sides have possession, but as we can see, certain sides like Arsenal, possession doesn't mean anything. It's about what you do with the ball. Andros on the left, gone. Ball into the box. Benteke's head. Nice. Oh, look how amazing that is, though. Like literally, Andros cutting in, ball into the box to Benteke's head. Like why did we wait till 34 games to do this? What?
I know, insanity.
Jeez. Is that a corner or a goal kick?
Oh, it was a corner, and it's just been taken. And well, see what you make of it, Diyar, when you see it in a sec.
Andrews is taking it once. Not yeah. Go on. Oh. Hey, ref. What?
Yeah.
How's that a foul on Cahill?
It's
How's that
they're just about to show it again. I'm just watching it now. So he's just dropped it, fallen backwards. There's nothing there. Then Cahill has not.
The goalkeeper came out and literally.
No foul on the keeper at all. But does he hit the defender? Maybe. Anyway, it is what it is. I got asked what kind of cheese it was. What kind of cheese is it?
4-year aged cheddar.
4-year aged cheddar.
And then chili, garlic, and chive.
Chili, garlic, and chive. There you go. Important cheese-based conversation. I was also eating some pickled garlic, which is very spicy.
Pickled garlic.
Yeah.
That is mad.
Yep.
Yep. Pickled garlic.
And then ham.
Oh look, Sheffield United down the right-hand side. They're getting into these areas more often now. Watch out for it. Oh, gee, I feel sorry for Evs, man. They're literally just trying to. What are they trying to do to the guy?
No, that's a stamp, isn't it, on his foot?
Fuck me. What's going on? It's like 10 minutes into the second half, and in the first half, we had that similar situation as well where they fouled him dirty.
Well, they have upped the aggression, they've upped the pace, and they've upped everything really. So, but the game is opening up as a result of it. So,
it's a bit worrying what's happening with what do you call it? With the wide balls into the wide areas for Sheffield United, because literally no one's there to stop the balls going into the box once they're out there. But yeah, for Palace in the second half, we haven't really done much going forward as they just misplaced touch there. It's not looking good. Hopefully, my prediction of 1-1 doesn't. I mean, I made that prediction at half time, but hopefully that doesn't happen. That was a joke. But it's looking more and more likely right now. I'm a bit worried. Jay says that now that the under-18 season is finished, we should be having Omlabu and Raksaki on the bench. No need to play Michi as going back to Chelsea. Yeah, Jay, in an ideal world that would happen, but you know who we got as a manager. Tariq, Wilf. Nah, look, Sheffield, yeah, Hambo, 100% Sheffield United have upped it. They've upped the intensity there. Like, numbers back, good clearance there, bit more aggressive going forward.
You'll get there.
Wilf, Mitchell.
Wait till you see it, Diyar.
Go on. Nice, Christian. Go on, Chris. Go on, Chris, shoot. Oh!
Post and out is such a good bit of placement.
Come on.
Outside of the post.
That is exactly. Luke says it there. Benteke really is trying. He has been trying for a while. What a shot. Close, but it's just it's the fact that you took that shot there. A couple seasons ago, Benteke would have just took like 5 touches and he would have went out for a goal kick. He's got that confidence back.
Yep.
Nice. And it's not only this game he's got his confidence back. He's had his confidence this season pretty much. And he's really trying to prove himself, and I like it. Come on. Do something from the corner. Oh, my days, yeah. That's not what I meant when I said do something from the corner. But anyways. Hambo, you have Palace to give you nightmares. You don't need to add it with cheese.
I never got the whole cheese nightmares thing. It's never worked for me. It gives me weird dreams, but never nightmares.
What is that a thing?
Yeah, do you not know?
No.
Tonight, Diyar, eat about 1 kilogram of cheese before bed and let me know you
I'm good. I can't have cheese before bed. That is... I'm not doing that, but I didn't know that cheese gives you nightmares.
Change for Sheffield United. Sander Berg's going off for Ben Osborne. Berg's a great player for them, but he just didn't look particularly good today and picked up a card, didn't he? So, or did he?
That's the idiot that tried to foul Eze. Tim says Benteke has always been trying. He's just been cursed for a while. Yeah, I think how would you sum up Benteke's last 4 years under Roy? There was a times where his confidence was very, very low. But yeah, I guess he's always been trying. But I remember them times when I'll never forget this. I don't know who was it under. I think it was under Roy Hodgson, where there was people saying, "Oh, Benteke, why are you not running and chasing the ball?" Remember? We always talk about on the pods where Benteke, why not going and chasing the ball when people wasn't thinking about maybe the manager tells him not to go and chase for the ball and stay in the formation to make us solid defensively. So, yeah, I guess he's always been trying, but his confidence hasn't always been there.
No, and think about when things turned a little bit for him. He was struggling for goals, and you remember the penalty incident, don't you?
Yeah, that's when his confidence dropped.
Yeah,
that's when he had a real confidence drop, and you could see it. He'll take extra touches. He didn't really want to shoot. There was something clearly wrong with him there. But looking at last season and this season, no confidence issues. Even last season when he didn't contribute as much with goals, he still had a role in this Palace side. But I'm not liking this Palace side right now. I'll be real with you, Hambo.
No, great challenge from Joel Ward. If you have a quick look.
Oh my days! Nice, Woody. Still half.
Then we go up the other end. Diyar, have a look at that.
Go on, Ebbs. Go on, Ebbs. He loves it. He loves it. Go on, Ebbs. Go on, Christian. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah.
Once again from the guy Eze through the middle, running through them.
It's taken all season to get him starting a game central, isn't it? I don't think he started in behind the striker at one point in a slightly different formation, but this is what we were told about him. Better player in the middle, and we're seeing it today for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, the comments. I'm just quickly doing something. Need a Batman on. Do you agree? I think JP.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy with the forward line at the moment. Other than I do want to see a bit of Mateta in the next. Give him maybe 20 minutes, so get to 70, and maybe even a like for like swap. I'll actually be happy with one this time. But Benteke is having a stormer. Really, he's very, very unlucky not to have a hat trick.
Come on, we're dropping the pace down a bit, Hambo. I'm not liking it.
No, I think if you can see in the background, Bruce the cat is no longer looking at the screen. He's fearing the worst.
Oh, that's why he's laughing.
Yeah.
Seems like he's crying. Is he all right?
No, I don't. He's very upset.
He's
He's
literally
seeing
put his head down.
the pressure that we're under, and he's seeing the changes
Another
now.
change for Sheffield. Yeah,
Sheffield
they're
United
going for it
making.
now. They're going for it. Oh, don't do this, Palace. Please, I beg you, don't do this to me. Just please. Oh my, they've literally got 17 points. Do you not just bottle this in the second half? Oh my. John, don't even say that. I fear something like that will happen. Roy will get Eze off for trying to score a goal. I better not happy.
Was it Brewster they're bringing on as well? Considering we were sort of in for him, it would be a hell of a thing. You know, players like that tend to score. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But good play from Milivojevic to win the ball back, and it is Palace on the attack at the moment. Oh, Eze is just so good. Unlucky.
Yeah, go on, Luca. See, I like this, Luca. Just you done your thing. Just stay back. Just hold your line. Don't get involved. Go on, Ebbs. Go on, Ebbs. Oh, Benteke should have went through. Oh, unlucky. Your cat's not named after Steve Bruce.
No, I can clarify. It's not my cat.
It's not your cat. Yeah, you stole it.
The cat is named after Bruce Wayne, the Batman. The Batman.
Does he listen to like? Oh, go on, Andros. Go on, Andros. Go on, Eze. Oh my days, go on. Just run with it. Just run. Oh, one more.
I know it's still going.
He's running with it, but it's running with it.
Going. That move's still going. Oh,
it's just too slow. Like, what sort of counter-attack was that? Literally running in circles. There's no one making the right runs behind. Nice fast step. Nice little pass set from Luca. He didn't get through to Mitchell, but nice little, the intent was there. Oh, we should have made more out of that counter-attack. Oh, what's this guy talking about now? Is it sub? All right. Brewster hasn't scored a Premier League goal until today. We all know it's going to happen. Hope not. We're going to give Zaha a statue outside the main stand when he leaves. Hopefully.
I think, at some point there'll be some tribute to him because he's one of our best ever players, if not best ever player. But
yeah.
Just my opinion.
It's not wild out. Normally, when you have I don't know, it's a bit weird. When you have legends, like you tend to associate them with players back in the past. But we're literally watching our legend when he's 29 years old. Like it's kind of crazy.
It is. It's nuts, but it's been that way for a while, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like we'll realize that once he actually leaves. Like we're like, we actually had him in our side. We actually watch Zaha week in, week out.
Yeah,
and he's one of the greatest for this club.
Well, I've seen every game he's ever played for Palace live, which feels great to me.
Wild, like that's wild. But anyway, Sheffield United down the right hand side area, which they've been targeting. Ball into the box, nice clearance. Still got it. Oh, geez, go and get that. Nice, Cahill. Nice. I think that was Cahill. Yes, lovely.
It's good defending, but danger not over yet.
Would you prefer Batman or JP? I would take JP right now. Because there's no need to bring on Batman. We're 1-0 up. I'd rather see what JP can do. What?
Close, Diyar. Just wait. You'll be there in a sec.
Okay. Corner down the right hand side. Norwood. Header. No. Ooh. They're getting close to the corners. It's not the first chance from a corner they've had. They've had a couple of open opportunities from corners. We have to do better.
Yeah, you've got to wait one again there.
Oh, don't do this, man. Just don't do this to me, Palace, please. Roy will not be happy. Why is Benteke shooting? He should be defending. Zaha will stay. MTV Flat says, can we not name the newsstand after him? That's if the newsstand ever does happen. That's another topic for another day. I mean, I was there at a media day where it was meant to start the summer of 2018. We're in 2021. So I don't know.
Still the Sainsbury's situation, isn't it?
Honestly. Is Sainsbury's a publicly traded company?
So again?
Is Sainsbury's a publicly traded company?
Good question. It is limited. It's a limited company.
Oh, it's limited. Okay.
Yeah. So, but no one's decided to protest down there yet. But they're asking for a lot of money for a very small amount of land, unfortunately.
We should all buy up Sainsbury's shares and just.
You and your buying up shares. Fight the power. Fight the system.
Yeah, fight the power. Short the stock.
Yeah.
You know what shorting means?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's when you literally try to bring the share price down. It's bankrupt Sainsbury's like that. Everyone try to short their stock. Oh, it's a bit too. I'm not liking this. The wolf is off. I understand. You know why I'm laughing? Is because like it's a bit anticlimax for me because of how Wilf is. Like we're just talking about his attitude and how he's furious and stuff. It's like the fact that Wilf is our family stand. That'll always be back in my mind that he's always pissed off every single game, and that is.
I think that's the joke, and it is a good one.
Yeah, I reckon we'll probably it'll probably be like something like Tesco stands or something like that. Get a couple millions from there. And that will name it the Wilf Rizal stand. Even though I love it. Close the door now says Shorten is betting on the price of a share falling. Exactly. So let's all actually I'm not going to talk about this because watch when we get that fine or something.
It's going to be your trading podcast, right?
Let's all collectively join together, try to short a stock, and literally just let's get money like that, and then afterwards buy out Sainsbury's.
Things aren't looking good at the moment, Diyar, though.
We're
just about to see it. They're just getting more and more pressure.
Go on, Ty. Oh no, another ball into the box. Jeez, man, another free header. The problem is, it's not the 85th minute.
No, exactly.
They've still got so many opportunities of doing this, and they had how many shots in the first half?
Not many, was it?
On target? None? Yeah, let's look at the stats.
I don't remember any.
They still have 0 shots on target. I don't know how, but they got 5 shots off target.
It was Jebison they brought on rather than Brewster. I was confused, but I'm
not buying Sainsbury's shares. That's the last thing I'm doing.
Right, fair enough.
Sorry, I wasn't saying that to you.
No, that's I see it.
Yeah. I'm not buying Sainsbury's shares. Let's see if I do that. He's got money. I haven't got money. We'll love it.
Maybe one day, deal. You'll have money.
Yeah. For now, I don't. But no, just aside, because I've been thinking about it. What's gonna happen? Like, what? All right, we understand the point. Sainsbury's wants more than we're willing to offer. So what? We're not gonna build this stand because they're gonna. Why would they change it? They're not gonna change their offer, surely, because that's what they want. And they don't have to sell it. So we have to. There's gonna have to be a compromise there, and it seems like they're not willing to lower their price.
No, I know, but I mean it's about realism, isn't it? And you think about that redevelopment would surely bring in footfall for Sainsbury's, and it's a store they make a lot of money out of anyway. It's just ultimately it's about whether if one side believes the other side is being greedy, whichever side that might be, it's a difficult one. But they're in a position of power. They know what we want to do and how much it means to our club to do it. So they don't have to change it. You're quite right. But at some point, you'd expect somebody will cave to some degree. But obviously, the sub has happened, and it was Jeffrey Schlupp for Gyro Riedewald. So just a like-for-like swap in there, which, again, I'm okay with. But we'll see. In the old days, Wilf might have gone down there and got a penalty. But here we go.
So I'll see.
You'll get there in a sec.
Gyro's on. Go on, Wilf. Go on, Wilf. Yeah, that's not a pen. No. Still got it. Gyro. Nice. Literally loses it. Actually, he's got it back. Yeah, it's about breaking them down now.
Yeah, but once again,
it's the Will's performance so far. Let me know in the chat as well.
Well, I think of Will's performance. I think he's been very good, but
you think
he's not had too much of a goal threat. But he's beaten a few players. He's been part of some of the better football that we've played.
Has he though? It's been Eze though.
I think if you look at some of the best moves from the first half. Some of them came down that left-hand side. Lots of intricate play, lots of fast passing, fast movement, and Wilf was involved quite heavily in that. But ultimately, if you stick him out on the left-hand side, unless you focus all your attention down the left-hand side, he's going to see a lot less of the ball than when he plays centrally. So it's hard to judge, but I think when he's seen the ball, he's done pretty well with it myself.
It's pretty much that thing with him playing down the left-hand side. It's like he has to compromise in terms of, he hasn't got that freedom, but that shouldn't be the case. It's just this system of dinosaurs is ever complicated.
What a touch there. We can see, talking about Wilf, wait until you see his touch just a second ago.
Oh, look at it. Go and push forward. Nice. Let's go. Andros is down the left-hand side as well. I don't know what's going on with him.
Just a bit of movement, which is all right, isn't it? Just a bit of drifting from one side to the other. And Wilf is now, further up the pitch. We'll see if there's been a shift in formation potentially, but not sure.
Yeah. I don't know why we're hoofing the ball up to Wilf. It makes sense to hoof it up to Benteke, but I can't.
Break on here.
Go on.
On Benteke.
That was a foul on Luca, surely. Was that not a foul on Luca?
It wasn't given, mate, but...
Go on. Counter. Push forward. Andros. Ball behind. Go on, Christian. Strength. Come on. Get in the box. Oh!
Close, wasn't it? Great shot from Andros.
Boy.
Cutting inside, left foot, trying to go for that bottom corner and just fractionally wide. Really good effort.
Yeah, I'll take that. Shot from outside the box with his left foot. We haven't had an Andros goal. When's the last time Andros scored a goal?
Been a while, hasn't it? He has scored this season, but I can't remember exactly. It was early doors.
The West Brom? Yeah, I can't remember. Why does Roy keep calling Dougie?
He calls him Doug.
Doug, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jordan Ayew's coming on, Diyar.
Let's go. Come on. He's the main man.
Who do you think for? It's Andros. He's coming on for Andros.
Jordan
Thoughts?
Andros. I don't know, man. The way this game is going, my thoughts are let's not concede.
Yeah. One more sub, though. One more sub. We got. This is on 75 minutes.
Mateta, yeah.
But do you think it'll be McCarthy?
Oh.
McCarthy for Luca?
Surely not. I'm looking at the bench right now. Well, eyes on. We got PVA on the bench. McCarthy, Michi. I think it'll be a striker thing more than midfield, but you never know.
I think it'll either be nobody or McCarthy. Oh, what's happened here?
Go on, Jara. Oh.
It's like Kouyate's down hurt when you get there, Diyar.
Yeah, he's hurt. It's a head injury as well. Head injury. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Helps out massively. There's a doggy chat going on. Pretty much thumbs up.
Yeah, just to be clear, Dougie Friedman himself says he is perfectly happy to be called Dougie, but not Doug. I know a lot of people say Doogie, but he doesn't say Doogie himself. We've interviewed him. Yeah, Doogie Howser, MD. Don't forget MD.
Yeah. Hambo, I need to tell you something off.
All right.
John says Roy doesn't like this too much attacking IU for Eze. No more attacking, not good. Roy will be happy about that. Second half has been pretty. Yeah,
there's not a lot to shout about, is there? Although Wilf is going on a really decent run. No one spoiled too much, but that wasn't bad.
Go on, Wilf. Got the ball in midfield. Go on, Wilf. Go on. Nice ball to Ty. Good ball into the box. That was a very good ball. Benteke was down the front. We still got the ball, Wilf. Go on, in and out. Shoot. Go! Oh, my days!
Yeah. It's unbelievable,
Oh
isn't it?
my days, Jordan Ayew, come on!
First touch for Jordan Ayew, and
Oh,
how he's not hit the target. Well, pop fly.
they're showing that
Let's
back
have
on
a look.
replay. That seemed like it
Off
should
the
have been a
defender,
goal.
straight up in
Lovely
the air.
footwork from Wilf. No, no. Oh my days. Look at Benteke. He's grabbing his. Look, do you see that the Sheffield United player was grabbing his top,
Yeah.
but he didn't fall down. Of course,
No.
Glass not going to check that. Oh,
No.
that was a massive chance, man. Come on, you.
That's a hell of a miss, isn't it? You've got to finish those at the top level. But hopefully it doesn't cost us. But yeah, incredible chance. I mean, great work from Zaha. And yeah, create that opportunity.
Oh my days. We've got enough plays back. Oh no, maybe we have. Oh jeez, I'm close.
Yeah, it's all right. Sorry to spoil it. It was all right. That's why I started talking about something else.
Ayew, man. Ayew. Everyone's spamming Ayew in the chat as well. Damn. Oh. We have positive players with pace, ability. Roy doesn't want that. Players have regress. I really wonder what's the aftermath going to be after Roy. Like in terms of players, in terms of crazy players. That's been here since day one. Oh, here we go. They're showing the stat as they always
the stat.
Yep. Goals conceded in the final 15 minutes. Most of the season, Palace were joint most with Newcastle. They love showing it. Let's see. We wouldn't be in the Prem now. Without Friedman. I don't think anyone's going against Dougie. We're just talking about his name. If it's Dougie, Douglas, I don't know.
So true. Right.
Little Maria says 4-3-3 is better than 4-4-2. 100%.
Moira,
yeah, okay.
Little Moira, 8.
Little Moira. 4-3-3 is much better. Especially with these group of players. I just hate the 4-4-2. It's just, I can't stand it. I really can't. Also, I got a special announcement as well.
Okay.
Actually, I can say it now. I'm starting a new football club.
Are you?
Yeah, I've had enough of Palace. I'm not even joking. It's starting. Me and my two boys, we're starting a new football club. Not because I've had enough of Palace, but Wilf. Yeah, starting a new football club. It's going to be YouTube based, so we're going to be documenting our way through.
Are you playing, Diyar?
Nah.
No.
I've got it's not called DAFC. I'm not playing, but I'm actually looking forward to it. You know why? Because I'm going to be managing it.
Oh, for Christ's
sake. I talk about Roy Hodgson week in, week out.
Yeah.
So none of you will know what the club is called because you're not going to come here and slate me after we lost 5-0. But
is somebody able to sack you, or do you have to sack yourself?
This is it. This is the power I've got. Well, there's a chairman. I'm the vice chairman and the secretary of the club. But even if I sack myself, I'll still have a role in the club.
Yeah.
I don't want to sack myself. I don't want it to get to that stage.
I'm
comfortable in my abilities. I don't think we'll get to that stage. Hopefully we wouldn't anyways. We're actually going to hold trials soon. There's lots of things that's going to be announced, but it's officially confirmed. Like we're registered.
Like it.
But there's lots of work to be done.
Do you need a wise old central midfielder?
Well, we need lots of players. We're gonna hold trials. But Hambo, I'll be honest. Like, who are you talking about? Jordan Ayew! Oh, what a save!
Yeah, okay. I might. Have I got to give up on my ideas of a football career for nearly 41?
Nick says I want to watch along where we can watch Roy slate off their substitution choices during each game.
I'll make that happen, whether Diyar likes it or not.
Can you imagine just Roy just sitting there, just slate? Oh my days! But look, it's gonna be exciting. I'm actually genuine. You can see it by how excited I am. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be lots of fun. We're gonna make it fun anyways, and yeah, lots of content coming through there. Lots of content coming through back of the next season. there's things for backwards and S which I haven't announced yet, which hopefully I should
Mm.
soon. So yeah, look, next season is going to be exciting. This season, let's just use that as a pass with Roy Hodgson.
Yeah,
It should be a fresh start. It's been hard watching Palace. It's been hard for me because of basically I've had a long year personally, apart from Palace. So yeah. But if you guys want to join, if you guys want to come to the trials, feel free. I'll put some links. The team's called. What do you think of the team name? It's a bit. I don't know. It's a bit. I don't know if you'll like it, but London Warriors.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't
sorry,
like
we nearly conceded. That wasn't a face at your team name. London Warriors.
Yeah.
I mean, you sound like an American football team.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, John Fleck there, is it? No, it wasn't. It was somebody else. He went pretty close with a free kick.
Yeah, it sounds like an American team, isn't it?
Ollie Norwood.
Well, we can go branch out. We can be the new Man City, the poor version of Man City. We can build teams all around the globe.
I look forward to seeing what happens there on your progress. And
Huh?
I said I look forward to seeing what happens in your progress. I'll be down there to support every week with my London Warriors scarf.
Yeah. You won't be. You ain't even watch the videos. It's kind of rubbish.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Need to watch along with Roy and Patrick for the London Warriors.
Oh yeah, sorry. Important questions. I know the football's still going on, but it's 7
Yeah.
minutes of fascinating football still to go. But what colours are your kits going to be?
It's going to be red, but that has to be finalized. Like we're not 100% sure if it's going to be red and blue because yeah, it's going to be, I don't know. I think it's red with a hint of blue on it.
Yeah, I recommend.
All right.
So yeah.
I've got a recommendation of purple for you. Maybe as your second kit.
I mean, second kit can be, away kits can be pretty much anything, can't they? It's your home colours that's important.
So there you go. That's an agreed for purple.
Oh, go on. Benteke. Yeah. But look, I'm excited.
Gyro. Sorry. Oh,
Luca. They're pressuring us. Go on, clear that. Go on, Jordan. Oh. Gyro. Yeah, corner. Come on. What group is it? So it's gonna be like a Sunday League team initially, but for the future we don't know. I don't want to say much, but maybe it could be a Saturday League team as well. We've looked at it. So for now it's gonna be a Sunday League team. It's gonna be based around Croydon. But yeah. I'll let you guys know.
thanks, Diyar. So anyway, this Palace game, we can watch this now.
Yeah, I mean we can watch it. Roy seems like he doesn't want to watch it himself. He's just talking to himself. He might be talking about London Warriors. He might talking about. He might have an earpiece and talking about London Warriors himself. But look, we've got a corner. Let's see. What are you saying?
Spoiler alert: nothing happens from the corner.
Yeah. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. At least when we're facing the top side, there's lots going on. There is things going on, but
where's 8? Go on, Techers. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
if we could pass just that little bit quicker and that little bit more accurately, we might be a football team.
Luca. We're not used to this, Hambo. You have to realize this. Oh, go on. We're not used to this because we don't face Sheffield Utd week in week out. So it's not like we always play like this. But yeah, it's still decent. I mean, 7 shots on target. When is the last time we've had 7 shots on target and 6 off?
Yeah, exactly.
And they haven't had a shot on target.
I'm still struggling to call it a good performance.
Yeah, I don't know. You can see it from my facial expressions. It's not a bad performance by any means. It's a good performance, I think. Haven't been clinical in front of goal, but it's just a team we're facing. That's why I don't want to get too excited. It's like, are we going to play like this next week? I'm not too sure. But let's see. We just keep pressuring them. We just have to get the second goal. Look, misplaced pass there from Ty. You just have to put the game to bed.
Yeah,
that's the downside about it. Sheffield United just passing about. Interesting that he hasn't made any other substitutions apart from that.
No, exactly. Exactly.
Into. But who do you say is your man of the match so far?
I think Eze has been the strongest player for us by far.
I love him.
Played really, really well. Great touch all the time. And here he goes now. It's taken. That is incredible to take that touch from there.
I don't know.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. Goal. Oh my God. That is insane. That is insane.
Eze. Go on, Ebbs. Go on, Ebbs. Go on, Ebbs. Go on, Ebbs. Where are you going? Back of the net. Let's go. He does this every. Hey, lovely. Come on. 2-0. I mean, Hambo did spoil it a bit, but.
Sorry, Diyar, but I couldn't believe he basically just walked.
He done this last game as well against them. Let's
no
go.
one
Come
wants
on.
to tackle him, and he just walks through them all. And then just a little boop into the corner, yeah.
If we played Sheffield United week in, week out, Eze will be the greatest footballer of all time.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah, just say man of the match for Eze, and there he is. Yeah, he's
That was so. He just literally. I don't understand that. How can a team be like this? He just literally ran like just one turn, two goes past three. I don't know if that was a deflection, but he just makes it look easy. Yeah.
And if that's it, certain prediction before the game. Who said 2-0 Palace? Do you see who said that?
Yeah, you said 2-0 Palace.
Well, that's right.
Who else said 2-0 Palace in the chat? Let me know.
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Michael says, do you think Fulham can avoid relegation?
No.
I
think the bottom three is the bottom three for the season now, sadly.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to them. I actually wanted them to stay up.
Yeah.
Scott Parker, do you think he'll stay there?
It's a hard one, really, isn't it?
Some Palace fans have said, "I'll take Scott Parker."
Yeah, a lot of people keen on him. As I said before, I like the job he's done, but I'm not sure about him as a personality and whether he's ready for the Palace job. But he's done really well.
What personality?
That's what I mean.
No, but like, what are you on about his personality? He's not like. I mean.
It's just, I don't know. It's weird. It's just something about the way he speaks, He's still, weirdly, I'd put it this way, he still talks like a footballer and not a manager, if that makes sense. And I find that odd.
What about his football? I mean, he's not when looking at results, he hasn't been the greatest for Fulham, but the style that he's trying to implement there.
Yeah, no, and he was a very, very good footballer as well, himself, very good midfielder. He understands how to play decent football. He knows the importance of a decent passing game and good technical players. So, there's all the ingredients there for a good manager. I just can't quite see it at the moment. But there you go. We've got 3 minutes of added on time, and Palace 2-0 up and now very, very comfortable. It's going to be a good win. It's going to be a good 3 points, and not the most exciting of games, not the most fascinating of performances, but job done really.
Yeah. Eze's been outstanding. Eze, as usual, has been good against Sheffield United. Only if they just stayed up.
Yeah, again, we're sort of picking out performances. But Benteke needs a mention as well, doesn't he, Diyar? Because he's hit the post and he's had another couple of other good opportunities. A header well saved, easily could have been a hat trick from Benteke and a couple from Eze there, couldn't there? So. Realistically, you think about the chances we created, the quality of the chances, and it's that part of it's been really pleasing today. And we have looked a better team with this shape. And Luca, if you think about Luca's performance today, much more assured, much more comfortable with a 3-man midfield. So lots of things to be positive about, and we need to take these into the difficult games ahead now and try and finish this season as positively as we can because it's been a long old slog.
What's our next game? Oh, we've got Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, Tuesday, yeah. Southampton.
Yeah, that should be interesting as well. We've got Southampton, Villa, Arsenal, Liverpool. Let's just say there's a Tuesday game. I expect to be way more competitive than this.
Yes, yeah, but
'Cause
you know, it's an important one for more points on the board. Honestly, you know, we want to finish above Brighton. That's where I am now. Okay, in my head, and I'll be really angry if we don't. So that's really important to me.
we're 4
That
points
means
above
picking
them.
up. That means picking up points against Southampton.
We're 4 points above. Yeah, 4 points. I mean, they can still finish above us.
Yeah.
I'm not getting carried away with this. I'll be honest. I don't
No.
want to be that guy, but I'm not getting carried away with it. I'm not going to say, "Wow, I can't wait." I can't wait against Southampton. We're going to absolutely destroy them like we did today. Hopefully, we do that, but based on history, based on the last 4 years, that's not going to happen.
Mm.
So hopefully, Roy proves me wrong. But another 30 seconds ago, Sheffield United pretty much finished side. But apparently, it's full time. You know what? Let's just finish
Yeah.
30 seconds more early. Look, let's pretend it's full time. Let me close
Yeah.
this. Full time. Palace 2, Sheffield United 0. Drop down, but you know, there's some impressive performances there. I think Eze stood out for me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of it?
Yeah, as you said, the players we picked out in terms of Eze, in terms of Benteke, to some degree, Luca's performance, and I want to pick out Mitchell as well as Joel Ward. Both fullbacks did really well today. Not pressured like they have been in previous weeks, but you know the defensive solidity that they've given, and in particular Mitchell gives ahead of PVA, it's just so satisfying to watch. That is, as Mitch has said in the chat, mathematical safety. So there's no way we can get relegated at all. So that's a you know a big thing for the season. It means we can formally plan for the year ahead. But you know, not an outstanding performance by any stretch of the imagination. But we did as much as we needed to do against a team that were pretty poor. But they did give us a bit of a fright, didn't they? You know, early in the second half in particular, bit of pressure that came on, and we weathered it well. Got a little fortunate a couple of times, but you know, we did the job. So happy with the 3 points. Happy to celebrate a couple of goals, even though we weren't synced up and it felt weird. But yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna end this because I quickly have to go to the fan cam. We're gonna have a quick fan cam. If you want to join us there, head over to that stream. But thanks to everyone who's joining us for today's game. Palace win, a rare win. I mean, we don't see much of these against Sheffield United. I think we've done what we should have. You know, I'm not excited over it. We've just done our job, and some interesting performances there as they absolutely destroying Sheffield United once again. I think that's a normality now. Unfortunately, they're going to go down, so we're not going to be able to experience that next season. But yeah, I'll head over to the fan cam, give a bit more about my thoughts, and I'll hear your thoughts as well. So until next time.